Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Programming with Pirai. So in this video, we are going to see about LEGB rule. LEGB stands for Local, Enclosed, Global, Built-in. What is meant by local? A local is whether just a variable, like its lifetime is in that local scope. Okay. What is meant by enclosed variable? Just assume that we have a outer function and an inner function. In outer function, I have declared a variable that can be accessed inside this inner function but cannot be modified inside that inner function, right? That is called as enclosed variable. To access the enclosed variable, we don't need anything, there is no restriction. But to modify that enclosed variable, we need to declare that it is a non-local variable. Okay, that is the keyword for the enclosed variable to modify it. Now, another one is global. A global variable's lifetime is in entire program. Okay, its lifetime is in entire program, and wherever we want, we can access that global variable. But if we want to modify the global variable, same as the enclosed variable, we need to write the keyword called global. Now, next is built-in. Built-in functions we have already learned, like some max, min, and list. These are the built-in functions that are predefined functions which perform some specific task. Like that built-in function can be modified by using the function name. I will try to explain that in last or some example. So first we can see about the local scope. See this example. Def example. X is equal to local. Print X. Outside that, I have called that example. And I have printed that X. Now, if I haven't put this line, what will the output? The output will be like, I want to call that example function, and inside that X will be assigned as local. Now when I printing that X, it will be local, right? But just wait now, let's get executed, right? It is local. Now just for an example, take this. I am printing that X in out of that function. What will be the output? It will be error, right? Why? Because here the compiler didn't know what is mean by X. This X lifetime will be inside this local scope. So that I will conclude that X is a local variable and it not be accessed outside of that function, that is outside of the local scope. So this is called as a local scope. Now, accessing a global variable inside a function. In previous video itself, I have told that we can access the global variable inside the function because the lifetime of the global variable will be along the program. Okay, in entire program we can access global variable, but we cannot modify the global variable unless we are using the global keyword. Now just see this example quickly. Example of, so it moves this to this example function. Now inside function it is X, so I will print that X. So come on, now I will print that X. So inside function it will be global, and after finishing that function prints this outside function, it will be global. Fine. Now what if I will modify this global variable inside a function? Okay, now see here, X is equal to global, def example, X is equal to local, print inside function X, and I have called this example function, print outside function of X. Now first it execute this line, X is stored as global. Now example of, it moves to this function, Now x is equal to local, then it will print inside function x. So what is the function? Sorry, what is the value of x? It is global, right? Then come here, outside function x. So it is global. But what is the output? It is local and then global. Inside function it is local, in outside function it is global. So based on this output, we can assume that the global scope is in this entire program, but this local scope is in this local inside this function, but the priority is set into that local scope, right? The priority is inside that local scope. Whenever we have encountered this local declaration or local initialization, the value of this variable will be that local initialization, right? So this is the observation you have done. Okay, I want to write the program such that if I modify the x value as local, whenever I am printing this outside function, the x value should be a local. What can I do now? I can use global keyword, right? See this example, x is equal to global. The example, global of x, and I have written x is equal to local, print inside function, then I have called example, then I have printed the outside function. The same code, but there is a small difference, like global x. What is the output? Local, because it inside this function, compiler assumes that okay, x is global, so I have to change the x value globally, not locally. Fine. Now nested function I have told in the previous video. If you want to know about detailed explanation, please watch the previous video and then come to this video. Now in nested function, I have given a function 1, and inside that a is equal to 10, and function 2, and print a, and outside of function 2 I have called function 2, and outside of the function 1 I have called function 1. So the values, the a value is stored as 10 and it is executed successfully, and the value is 10. Just see here, 10. What if I want to modify this? What if I have to modify this? Error. Why because error? Because cannot modify an enclosed variable inside that inner function unless we put non-local. So the solution is, hey, just put non-local and you may modify it. Okay, see here, I just wrote non-local and modified. Then when I am printing this f2, the answer will be what? 10 plus 1, 11. And when I am printing outside this function, the answer is also 10 plus 1, 11. Okay, fine. Okay, now just see here, def func1, def func2, inside that print 12. Outside of the func1 I have given that func2, so it is a local to this func1, right? This func2 is local to func1, so I cannot access func2, right? That is the error here. Func2 is not defined. Fine. Now how to modify a built-in function? So we have already learned that there is a function called sum, which will take a list as an argument and provide the sum of that list, right? Now I have just executing the sum of 4, 2, 3. 4 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 7, right? Sorry, 9, right? So 9. Now if I am writing a function called def sum of a, so I am getting the list inside this a. Okay, now res is equal to 1 for I in a, res into is equal to I, return res. So I just done a product of the all elements inside that list. Fine. Now guess what will the output? It will be 4 into 3 into 2, that is 24, right? The product of the entire list element. Okay, or it shows any error. Just think of it, whether it shows error or it shows a result of 24. The result is 24. Why? Because we can also modify the built-in function by using the user-defined function. So this is why when you are using a built-in function, you should name carefully the user-defined function. Okay, like this, if you want to do some stuff like want to multiply all the elements inside the list and you have to return, and you have given the name as sum, and in a separate scenario you have to do some stuff like addition of all elements inside that list, and you have used this line. The output will be product of the every elements in the list. Okay, so be careful while naming the function name. Like if you use some built-in function down and the user-defined function is same as built-in function name, then it shows some logical error. It is not a syntax error, it is called as logical error. Thank you.